a night game for sure next week, and then Monday we should hear on Minnesota start time. So with that, we'll get right to the
Everybody set? So just start by congratulating Coach Chris and the Badgers. They're a tough veteran team. Played really well today, and obviously we couldn't match their tempo, so didn't play well enough to win the football game, that's for sure. Sure, our fans are frustrated right now, and they want the best for our football team. We appreciate that. And we certainly have work to do and work to continue to do, and that's what we've been doing. The biggest thing right now I tried to share with our team is the season isn't over, and we'll lick our wounds here and go back to work on that. We struggled offensively today. That was pretty obvious, and they've got a very, very aggressive veteran defensive football team. So, when that goes on, turn the ball over, we can't protect the way we need to. It's going to be tough to expect to win, and that was a big, big factor. I saw a lot of good individual efforts out there, a lot of good responses to tough situations. I was pleased about that. But the bottom thing is we just couldn't, make the plays you got to make against a team that is playing at a really high level right now. So, the biggest thing right now is, what's at the root of it, and all I know is we just keep working. That's the biggest thing we'll do, and encourage our guys to keep doing it. That's how you get better in football or just about anything you do. It's hard to do. So, as I assured the team, we're sitting here right now, we're 6-2, and compared to a couple of weeks, that's certainly not where we wanted to be. But in football and in seasons, you're going to face adversity. That's really all about how you handle those things and sticking with what you believe in. So losing always has been tough. It's all about staying together and then trying to find solutions. And I'm sure we'll get plenty of suggestions on what the issues are. Most of them are on tape, and it's really about finding solutions, and that's what we've been doing, and we'll continue to do that. And we're going to play it out and see where it all ends up. But right now, it's a tough day for our football team, good day for Wisconsin, and we're going to move forward. And I'll throw it out for questions.
Is the difference between the first 6 games and the last 2 as simple as turnover margin?
It doesn't help. Yeah, it doesn't help. And, the Purdue one is exaggerated. The turnover part's exaggerated because you're playing from behind there in the fourth quarter, and you make some throws you normally wouldn't make. But nonetheless, it was a factor, and then certainly today. And I think, if you talk to Paul, he'd probably flip it over on their side. It was a big issue for them for whatever reason, because it's really uncharacteristic of their football team. But they've done a good job of that the last 4 weeks now, and, it shows up in the win column. So it's a big thing, especially in this game.
You guys called timeout on that 4th and 1. You guys
Yep.
elected to go to potty bomb. What was kind of the thought process there? What was the
I mean, needless to say, we thought it was the best call, and needless to say, it wasn't successful. And, again, I think in that third quarter, we came out and played. I mean, our guys were fighting. We had a chance to win the football game, or at least, get right back in it and get to where it might be winnable. But right after that play, it just swung the momentum. It was pretty much over at that point. So to their credit, they made a great stop, and we'd like to have the call back, absolutely. But it's like any call that doesn't work, that's always a truism.
You said you thought that was the best call. Why?
We've had success. I mean, we've had success up in the middle of our line, and I'm talking about over the season. It's been a good thing for us. But yeah, I mean, if you had to do it over again, it's like anything that doesn't work, you'd do it over again.
What's wrong with the offense in your mind right now?
I mean, we're not moving the ball consistently enough, and go right down all the list of reasons. So it's like anything, Chad. You continue to learn more about your players as the season goes on, what they can do, can't do, and then we've got to figure out a better way to plan to give them a better chance. But I don't think there's any one specific reason right now. We're just not executing well enough to get the job done and get the ball moved with consistency.
Are there any specific changes you anticipate making to the offense to get it back to where it needs to be?
I can't answer that right now. Hopefully, we're able to come up with a little better plan maybe that can give us a little bit more consistency. We're learning about our players, and we've got a lot of young guys in there that are working. But, I can't give anything today. I mean, we just finished the game half hour ago, so we'll see what we can do, put a better plan together for the next week, and hopefully it'll show up Saturday.
Seems like you're trying a couple of different right tackles, and doesn't seem like they're working out. Did you feel like you had a good offensive line plan coming in, or were you kind of worried about it internally?
Well, if there's separation, two things at play right now. If there's separation, that guy, nobody's challenged Linderbaum yet for his job. But if there's separation, those guys are going to play more. And then, we've got injury things that we're dealing with too. And, guys injured where they can't play, and then guys that have some things they're playing through. So that you know, that affects how you prepare. It affects how guys perform on Saturdays too. So take all that in consideration. I'm not going to share those details with you, but that's part of the football team. That's just part of the terrain that we have to navigate, and you know, just find out what the best course for us is.
Early in the game, right after you got the ball midfield on the kickoff, you went empty. Did you feel like that was just the right strategy against a team like this?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we're not that bad. I mean, shit, this is the first play of the game, right? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we thought it would be a good, effective way, and obviously, you know, we didn't move the ball there, and that hurt. I mean, we had good field position on the return, right? Nice return, and can't say enough about Charlie's work right now, but yeah, nice return, and yeah, I mean, not to move the ball there, and hopefully, you know, at least put it down there a little bit better. But then, you know, Torrey did a great job giving us field position there. He did a nice job punting too. So, yeah, we thought it was a good play. Nothing really looked really good, you know, consistently, other than maybe in the third quarter.
The players, before you spoke a lot about the 0-2 start last year and how they responded after that. The week after that 0-2 start, good win against Michigan State, I imagine there was a lot of good energy that week in practice. What do you anticipate the feeling to be like when you get back at work on Monday?
I mean, we'll actually be with the guys tomorrow, and yeah, we got good guys on our team. I mean, a team that, you know, is fun to be around. They're fun to work with. They're high character guys. So, you know, nobody in our camp's ready to pack it in. We got a 12-game schedule. We knew that 12 weeks ago, or however many weeks ago, when August started, and we're going to play it out. I mean, we can't afford to be, you know, reactionary. You just got to play it out, good, bad, or indifferent, and so the approach really doesn't change a lot from 5 weeks ago, you know, or whenever, you know. I've been there before. You know, 2004 we were 2-2, and things weren't looking too good coming out of Arizona State. So it's a long race. You know, our players need to understand that, and it's just about trying to move forward day by day, week by week. And you know, we only got 1 week now until the next game. So you know, the improvement we can make in these next 7 days is going to be. And the other thing about improvement too, you just never know when it's really going to show up, and it clearly didn't show up enough today. I'd like to see the film first, but you know, today we didn't match up well. There's no question about that, and part of that you got to consider who we're playing. You know, they got a pretty veteran defense. You know, check out their statistics; they're fairly impressive, and they backed them up today. So, but you know, we'll look at this film, dissect it, and then you know, see what we can do to match up next week.
What did you like about your defensive effort out there today?
I thought they kept playing. You know, outside of the one drive early, you know, Wisconsin took the ball and drove it the length, whatever it was, 80 yards or 70 yards. But even there, we didn't give up the big play. You know, we didn't, which last week was really big for Wisconsin, and that was obviously a focal point for us. You know, 70-yard run and whatever the other one was, 20, 25. So it could have been 70 if, you know, if they'd been back further. So, you know, happy about that part of it. And, you know, I thought they fought them. We put them in some really tough situations off those turnovers, and they kept battling, kept fighting. And you know, up until the 3rd and 1, 4th and 1, or 3rd and 2, 4th and 1, and we had a chance to get right back in the game. I mean, I think everybody on our sideline thought we were going to do it, and you know, didn't make it. So you know, now we got to regroup. But I saw a lot of good efforts out there, and a lot of guys fighting hard.
Did Ivory not get the ball? Did he know he was getting the ball? I mean, what happened there at the goal line?
No, he knew he was getting the ball. I can't tell you what happened with the exchange itself, and but obviously the ball ended up on the ground. That's just not good. But it wasn't a trick play or a surprise to him at all. And it was a designed run. Yeah.
How is Terry Roberts feeling? Made the trip, but he didn't play. Do you anticipate he didn't come back soon?
Yeah. So you know, he had a injury during the week, and you know, we're hoping. You know, it's a bruise, deep bruise. So we'll just have to take it day by day, week by week. But good news is there's nothing more significant, but it's painful, and he can't perform right now. And that hurts us on special teams too. He's a really good special teams performer, and you know, hats off to Jamari stepping in there, and you know, anxious to see how he played on the film. But he stepped in there and competed.
Any update on Moss and Craig?
You know, Moss has been week to week, so we'll see how it looks here. I'll probably know more Tuesday. Deontay, I think, is probably in that same neighborhood, but we'll see how he's doing during the week too. But they're both, if it's not this week, hopefully next week. But yeah, these are hard to pin down.
Was Padilla in there because Spencer got hurt a little bit?
Yeah, he hit the ground pretty hard, and you know, it just at that point, I think it was probably the best decision for everybody.
So nothing for us to.
No. We'll start that on Tuesday, or sooner. Yeah, or sooner.
You know how this goes. I mean, the offensive coordinator is taking a lot
Can't imagine that. Serious? Yeah, okay.
But, I mean, what confidence level do you have in him to turn things around?
It's my 23rd year, and I've had confidence in our coaches 23 years. I mean, that's how I feel right now. We'll do what we do every time, you hit a bump. You pull together, you work hard, and we got a good room of people and a good staff of people. We'll figure out what we can do to get better, and that's it'll be a collective effort all week, and it is every week. So, but I got total confidence in our staff. I think we got an outstanding staff.
6 sacks, how important is it to better protect Petrus as you're trying to better execute on offense?
Yeah, that was a problem today. I mean, we couldn't hold up against them, and part of it was one-on-one matchups. Part of it was the a guy coming free on the blitz, that type of deal. So, just like turnovers are huge. If you're getting sacked 6 times, you're not going to win. And part of that too is how the game plays out. So if you're chasing a car all the time, that's not a good deal. And the last 2 weeks in particular, Wisconsin's really been able to play the way they want to play, which is with a lead and just able to throw the ball when they want to. So. That's we'll just keep working, and the good news is I think those guys will get better.
And what makes Braylon Allen so tough to defend?
He's just a good football player. I mean, the guy, you saw him. He's a big, strong, physical guy, and really defies his age. I think Mike said he's 17. So that's impressive. It's impressive. It's one thing to have all those physical attributes you read about them. Guys go to combines and all that, but when you can play football in this kind of environment, competitive like he has, the last couple of weeks, that's really impressive for a young guy. He'd be impressive at age 21 too, but for 17, that doesn't come along too often. I don't know if I'd mentioned it to you guys, but somebody asked about that. Have I ever seen that? Tony Dorsett did it in 1974 or 1973. So I'm sure somebody else has since then, but there's one other guy. It doesn't happen often. Yep.
All right, thanks, everyone.